this is a quick one on Euro USD. We actually analyzed this pair, I think that should be yesterday, and at the point where we analyzed it, if you should check on my last video, you would see Z, 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 Z. We are looking out for market to react at this point and then drop. So now, that being the case, let's get back to, thank you. So let's get back to the chart. Now, what really happened? The first thing we can see on this particular chart is a downtrend. And not even looking at, okay, we can now mark that downtrend, connecting these lows. So with this connection of the low, the next point we'll be expecting market to tap is really the next area, will be 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 the next area. I'll be looking out for market to hit. And then another point, this is our highs. So now, having understood that this is what we are currently playing around with, we now mark out the structure of the market. So the first zone or level we marked out was, we found out we have a high here, which is this particular area. This is a high, and then we have a lower high. So now these levels are just to help guide us. Remember, this is monthly time frame, so it's not really much of an information we need, but the major thing we want to understand is we are playing around the downtrend. So that is what we have to look out for on this particular market. Now, having done that, what do we look out for next? We clearly mark out this internal structure, which is this particular point. This is the internal structure. On this internal structure, we clearly have our break of market structure, which is our BOS. So that is the internal break of market structure, and this is what I would simply classify as our external break of structure. That is basically our external break of structure. Now, this is on the higher time frame, so having understood this, we would simply just would mark this area, which is the lowest point we expect market to get to. This is the highest point market has gotten to. This is basically from point A to point B. Now let's see what happened between this area, our point A and point B. So between our point A and our point B, one thing I can clearly see is we haven't just seen, I'm not clearly seeing this market tapping this particular point. So that could actually give us reactions for further buys into that level. That could possibly give us reaction for further buys into that level. But then we can clearly see that there's a clear rejection from this point. So that being the case, we can now go to the smaller time frame. Yeah, so on the smaller time frame, what can we clearly see? Yes, BOS, a structure here that got taken out and market drops down. We have this level, which is like our order block, which is the major order block we can see before they drop to the downside. And if we mark it through, we can clearly see the market actually tapped into this zone several times before dropping. So that is one information. And then, having seen that, what can we do again? We will basically now go to the smaller time frame. So on the smaller time frame, we clearly saw that we were on a downtrend. That's one. We clearly saw we were in a downtrend. And then one thing I can clearly still point out for you guys is we have this trend line here on the monthly time frame. So we should expect market to react from this area. even if it does continue selling, we should expect there's a bounce here on the higher time frame. On the daily time frame, there's also a bounce here and there's a bounce. So we should be expecting a bounce around here. That is based on how, depending on how the market reacts. So now that takes us down to the smaller time frame. Now the smaller time frame is where we begin to get all this noise. So we won't be able to see the chart really clearly, but we have markets currently playing around this support. So all we'll simply do now, we'll go down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, we are on the downtrend. So anything we're looking out to do is basically we are going to be looking out for sales. So that was the main reason why we got in for a sell actually on the last video I just posted on EURUSD. So market has actually smashed the profit, and that is the reason I'm making this video, to show you guys how and what market did. Now on the smaller time frame, what did we simply do? We simply saw on the previous day, we saw on the downtrend, we saw a break of trend line here, sorry, break of structure, and then we have also another break of structure also here. Now that being the case, this was our level of take profit, which is now a new break of structure. So this was our level of take profit. Now what did we simply do? We simply marked our level from this high, from this swing high down to the swing low, and then that gave us our entry from this particular point. So getting our entry from this point, basically with our stop loss at this area, take profit got hit at this point, and that was it. So what are we simply going to be waiting for? We already had markets trying to smash this point. It retraced and then smashed it. So what are we going to be expecting? We are basically going to be expecting market, and this is also our next break of structure. So we want to see market do its thing, retrace to the upside, and then we should be looking out to take our sales, more sales from this particular area. So in that case, we are only going to be waiting for market to at least retrace to the upside. So for now, we basically don't have any form of entry on the Euro USD market. Have a wonderful day, guys. Peace.